Hello guys, and in this video I'm going to show you how to use the functions, basic functions on Excel, on the Excel spreadsheet. So these are like the basic functions for beginners, and this is excellent for beginners, so you can use this for your advantage. All right, let's get to it. So now the example we're going to use is finding the total of all of these salaries and the average of all of these salaries. Okay. So firstly, if we type in here, now for totaling, we're going to use some of these values here. So if I just click on the equal sign, now the equal sign lets the Excel know that uh, we are going to apply a formula. So I'm going to apply the formula called sum, and I'm going to apply a bracket. Inside the bracket, we're going to apply the values. Just simply click on the cursor and just add it. So you can see here that it says F4 and F6. Okay, so these are uh, the values what we're going to choose. So this is the F4. You can see here the F4, F5, and F6. Okay. So if we just simply enter it, just press enter, you can see this is the total value of these three. Okay. Sales. These three persons. These are the total salaries of these three persons. Now for the next part, we're going to average these values. So to do the average, it's simple. Just type in the equal sign and then just type in the formula that you want to apply, which is average, and then give a bracket. Now inside the bracket, we're going to apply the values that we used here. So these three, and you can see here it says F4 and F6. So you can also type in yourself if you want to. If like I want to type in F4 and then F6. So it's gonna give us the same value. Now this is the average of these three. This is the average. That's how you find out the average that you want to know about it. So next we're going to take a look at the Autosum. Okay. So basically Autosum is uh, it sums up all your uh, values at once. So simply just you have to go to the home section here. You see there are a few sections here: the insert one, the page layout, the formulas. But you have to go to the home, and if you go to the far right, you can see here on top there's the auto sum. Okay, so we're going to select the auto sum. When we selected it, you can see that these values have been selected, and it's automatically like taking in the values, right? So it means that it took the value from F4 to F13, and it's going to sum it up. And if I just press enter, you can see this is the total of the whole spreadsheet here. Okay, so it's simple as that. Using the auto sum is pretty easy. So there's another function of AutoSum here, and we're going to do it with the average. We can also add the average with the AutoSum here. Now, if I just go to the AutoSum, you can see here that it says AutoSum, but there is, if we just select this one, it will just add up all the values, but we're not going to select it. We're just going to go to this one, the drop down bar here, and we're going to click it. Now you can see here there's sum, average, count numbers, max, minimum, and more functions. So once we've selected it, if we click on the average, we clicked on the average here, and you can see here the formula is added, the average formula, and it's taking it from here to here, but we're not going to take this one. So I'm going to um, there you go. We're just going to take the values. the salary values. And here we're going to just press the enter now. Now you can see that this is the average salary. All right. So that's the function of the Autosum. It's pretty handy, and you can use this Autosum to just sum it up really easily, very fast. So that's an advantage. Now, if we want to like drop down the numbers here, if I like select it like this and I want the numbers to drop down on itself. So to do that, you can see here there is in this cell. If you look at it closely on the far right corner, you'll see a square, a small square sign. Now when I move my cursor, it turns into a thin plus sign. Now, when I move my cursor other side, you can see that the plus sign is a bit more thickened, right? But if I click it here, put it here, it turns thin. So what I can do here is I just have to go there and just press it and just drop it down like that. And you can see that they have dropped down the total. Okay, now the autofill option is pretty handy, but what it actually did is it actually didn't just drop it down. It actually uh, did what the autofill does. Okay, so if I double click here, you can see here that the sum of f4 to f6, right? F4 to f6. So that that number is doubled in this section, in this cells, and that's how you do it. Okay, now if I just click it here, it just goes back to normal. And now you can't just do it with only the total. Okay, you can use the autofill option on the average as well. So same thing, if you just press here and just press it and drag it down like that, you can see that it fills up automatically just like that. Okay, so it's as simple as that. It doesn't have to always be the total signs or anything else. It can also be average or something else as well. Okay, so that's all it is for the simple basic formulas and functions for Excel. I hope this was helpful, and please practice at home, and practice makes everything better. Okay, so okay.